The move into the new house is going well. We have 2 rooms to show you today. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my rickety life. I am Rick.
I'm Nikki.
So in addition to showing you the 2 rooms, because we know that's what you guys want to see, what we've done with the house so far, we're going to talk about like pretty much our entire experience.
Okay.
With the builder.
Yes.
With the salespeople, the finance people, our construction supervisor. We're going to talk about all that.
And our realtor.
Exactly. So first, the realtor is
Keith Packey. Yes. Highly recommend him. I've known him since high school. He's been a buddy of ours. We've coached with him. We coached his kids, and he coached with us. So great all-around honest guy that knows the area as pretty much as well as we do.
Yeah, I did the math.
Yeah.
I think you've known Keith almost 35 years.
Yeah, so I've known him longer than I've known you.
Yes, you have. And he did help us in the beginning to show us some previously owned homes.
Right, because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do and where I was going to go with it. I just knew that I was ready to make the jump out of, the rental, which was only going to be temporary, to ownership. Yeah. And so he tried really, really hard to find us, a great fit. And I think he was successful. And
we did put in a couple offers, and just the negotiations didn't go the way we wanted. So that didn't end up with a previously owned home, but we did buy a new build, which you really don't need a realtor too much.
No,
but he did help out.
He did. He kept up with us every step of the way. Like if we had any questions, or he would come in. A lot of knowledge. Yes, and he would come and inspect the construction process, and fill us in and send us pictures, and things like that. So he's a great person if you're looking for a realtor in this area.
Yep.
Highly recommend
I will have his information in the description box.
Yes.
The description box will have loads of information today.
Awesome.
So everything we talk about, there'll be something in the description box. Now, the builder we went with, Mattamy Homes.
Right, Mattamy.
Mattamy?
Yeah.
Are you mad at me?
No, but there's no H.
That's right. That's how I remember the name. Like, you're mad at me.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay.
Anyway, we've never used them before.
No. We used Ryland Homes. We used a couple other home builders.
Yeah.
So
well, actually, we've built 2 homes since 1998. We built 2 homes.
Right.
It was Ryland, and then it was bought out by another company. I can't remember the name, Transatlantic or something.
Something like that.
So first time we've used Mattamy. We do not have a lot of experience with Mattamy. Put the H in there again.
Yeah, you did. I noticed.
Well, you're a speech therapist. You notice things that are said. First time we've used them, and we don't have a lot of experience. We went through one model and one model only of this builder.
Well, it's kind of funny. I knew exactly what I wanted. I knew the floor plan that I kept leaning in towards, and I really, really enjoyed or appreciated a single story. I hear Winnie coming.
Yes, she's coming.
Here.
You'll see Winnie later on.
Yes. She's sneaking in to say hello.
Hey, girl.
In fact,
welcome to the show,
here she
Winnie.
is. Right there.
Oh, there's a little bit of her. You'll see more of her later.
Exactly. She's just going to come and hang out, I'm sure.
Trying to steal the show.
Yep. So anyway, no, I knew the floor plan. I wanted a great room. I didn't want a formal living room and dining room like we had before. And I wanted a certain square footage, which, anywhere from 2,100 to 2,000 was kind of like the sweet spot.
2,000 to 2,300 probably is what we looked at the most.
Yeah.
For empty nesters.
Exactly. So it's perfect for just the 2 of us in terms of size. I wish we had a third garage. That's the only thing that one was missing.
Bigger garage.
And a little bit more
workshop
storage. A little bit more storage in this house.
Yeah.
But so when we found it, we went through the model, and I showed Rick, and I'm like, oh, this is it. And that's what he said too.
2 minutes.
Yep.
We walked in, and like 2 minutes later, we're like, this is it. I take longer deciding at the grocery store between 2 grocery items.
Yeah, between 2 toothpaste sometimes.
2 cans of soup.
Yeah,
I take longer to decide that than we did to decide to buy this house.
Well, the thing is that the sales agent took us out to the lots that were kind of available, and then we saw this lot, and it was this model, and things are different now, which we can get into than it was when we first bought our first 2 houses. Okay, so I'll let you explain it.
So previously, you just go and you find the model you want, and then you pick the lot, and you put that model on the lot. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of stuff is already pre-permitted.
Yes.
So it's like
just super
to speed it up. We wanted this model that we're in now, mm-hmm. but we just couldn't put it in any lot that was available.
Right.
It's already assigned to a lot. Luckily for us, it matched up the model we wanted with the lot that was perfect for us.
It was like kismet. It was crazy.
Ooh. Yeah.
The only thing that was a little wonky, and again, it's because of structural permitting is done ahead of time. There's not many options when it comes to structure. Yeah. So there's 3 bathrooms. For the 2 of us, we don't need 3 bathrooms. Now, I think you appreciate.
Comes in nice. I do.
It does. And then when Caitlin was in town, when she helped us move in the first couple days, she was like, "I like having my own bathroom, that I don't have to share with anybody."
But
so,
for example, cool. That bathroom you're talking about, we would like to have a window in there. It doesn't have a window, right? But we couldn't say, "Hey, put a window in there," because the permitting was already done.
Right.
So some things like that, not as flexible as what we've had in the past.
Right.
The other houses, everything could
be
customized just how we wanted.
And that's not quite the case anymore. So that part was, I think, a little frustrating for me because I would have preferred a different entry from the garage with a drop zone to store stuff. But I've been creative.
I like the way this one is. Okay. Because it now has the vlogger suite. But
exactly. But then I also had to think, too, of how we live and how we're going to, mm-hmm. store things. And so I think our entryway is a little bit more elaborate because of it. Yeah. I did a little something in there that I like. So
basically, not a lot of experience with Mattamy Homes. We only went through the one model.
We went through the one model. We didn't even go through the 2-story because I was like, no, we're just going to go for a single story.
So let's move on to the first interaction we had was with the sales team.
Okay.
Which was easy because it was just we went 2 minutes later, we like it, let's sign the papers.
Right. They didn't have to do anything. They didn't have to give us a sales pitch or anything.
Now, as far as how things went with the sales team afterwards, I think did they get the lowest score in the survey when we were done?
Yes.
Probably. There's 2 things that got low surveys. So, do you want to explain?
Yeah. Okay. So,
I didn't deal much with with the sales team.
Okay, and this is from Keith's perspective too. So,
the realtor. Yes, that's right. He did mention this as well. Not just Nikki saying this.
Yeah, because
the realtor.
Sometimes Rick is like, "You're a little,
so easygoing."
Yeah, you're easygoing, and I'm not. Easygoing. Yeah, you're the golden retriever, and I'm the black cat. So anyway, every time I went in there, they were not friendly. They were not super helpful. They were just kind of short and abrupt. And I was like, "Is it just me?" I'm thinking, "What did I do?" Am I coming across rude? And Keith said the same thing. He said that their sales team in there is known not to be overly friendly.
You would think being in sales, you'd be a little more friendly.
Yeah. And anyway. And this is multiple times I thought, okay, well, and multiple people, I thought, well, maybe they're just having a bad day. But no, it was, so they got the lowest score because.
Okay.
And then the person who did the contract or, for the sale for the house, she
transferred
to California and then.
Still helped us.
And still was the one in charge of it. So she was nowhere near us. And she would just text in our group text with the construction lead guy, thanks, or thank you. That's all she did. That's all she did. So I'm like, okay, well, and then we didn't get a whole lot of information. No one took us through the clubhouse. Yeah, right. We haven't gotten any information about HOA yet. We haven't gotten any information or the keys or the gates. So it's been a little.
That might be the closing people too. But anyway. So that's the sales. Other people may have different experience with the sales. That was ours.
Yeah, it wasn't. I wasn't great.
The area that scored the highest was the finance department.
Right. So
was his name Rob?
Yes, Rob and Sandy in the finance department were phenomenal. Rob kept it upbeat, kept us informed every step of the way. Mm-hmm. And, financing can be super stressful. Yeah. That's the one thing where you're talking, dollars and cents and money and everything and qualifying and, then every step of the way. Because, it's not just you qualify and you're done. No, there's, multiple times you have to qualify. You pre-qualify, then you qualify, then you have to, qualify again right before closing. So it's a little stressful.
But he explained everything great.
And he got us the best rate possible. In fact, he's like, you kind of want to lock in at this point, and then you have a 10-day window. So
he was
Rob
there
was phenomenal.
every step of the way.
Yes.
Finance team, Rob, Sandy. Perfect scores for the finance team that we dealt with Mattamy.
Absolutely.
Now on to the construction lead, the person who was in charge of building this house. There's a couple of them in here in this neighborhood.
Right.
There's so many houses being built. One person can't handle all of them.
Right.
So our construction, okay, first of all, just standard right now is 6 to 9 months, right?
Right. I wouldn't say his name.
No, I'm not going to say his name.
Okay.
It's 6 to 9 months. And we got done in 6 months. So, okay, we're on the positive side of that.
That's like national average is 6 to 9. But when we walked in, they're like, oh, we're running 4 to 5 months.
That's a salesperson saying that. I didn't believe them.
No, but even the construction manager was like, oh, we're running about 5 months. I'm hoping to get you in
and your
before
model,
Thanksgiving or around Thanksgiving. And I'm like, okay. So I'm starting to think, and I'm starting to, don't tell me something and then not follow through. I had my hopes on it.
Well, I can say this because I was on a sales team. I was not a salesperson, but I was on a sales team, the job I had before YouTubing. And how do you know when a salesperson is lying? They're talking. So sorry. For any salespeople watching, I was on a sales team. I'm allowed to say that joke.
Oh, okay, because I'm not saying it. I know.
But so let's just say the standard is 6 to 9 months. We got done in 6. Not, that on its own, not a big deal. But our home broke ground about a month before the other homes next to us. They got done at the same time.
If not sooner.
Meaning we were on a 6 months track. They were on a 5 month track. If we had been on a 5 month track, we would have been in before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So that's where a little bit of frustration came in.
Right. Because you're seeing, your walls go up and you're sitting there for like a month, with
empty lots next to you.
And then all of a sudden, boom, they go up and boom, they're almost done. And we're like, what the heck?
Why weren't we on this? When we're on the same pace? How come we weren't on that pace?
Yeah. So I think that part was a lot.
It robbed Nikki of some of her joy.
It did. It took some of my joy away when I was just like, and I know it's not a competition because there's those houses were spec homes too. They were at that point, they weren't even sold yet. And so I was like, well, God, it's just frustrating to see it when all of a sudden you're like a month ahead and then all of a sudden they all catch up and then pass you. It's a little
basically 6 months for us, 5 months for them. Frustrating. But I will give our construction lead some props with the bathroom tile. Oh, we didn't talk about the design center.
No. Okay, so do you want to
just switch over?
Okay.
Let's finish up with the construction lead. We had some problems with the bathroom tile, and he did make it right. You hated what they did at first.
Right. Oh, goodness, because it did not look like the picture. Oh,
the sample they showed us.
I should show you the 2 pictures. I'll send it to you and see if you can.
I don't know about that.
Insert it, but
please don't add more work to me. Please, I'm moving boxes for you. I don't want to add.
Oh, come on. I'm moving boxes too. Thank you. Anyway, so no, one of the tile didn't look like the picture at all. And then if you zoomed in on the picture, you're like, oh, wait a second. I see this very.
Or the actual sample that we held in our hand.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. So he did right by the tile.
He fixed it up. So now that bathroom tile, you love it.
I love it because
you hated it.
I sleepless nights.
He went through the boxes and he was going through, okay, this is what they want. Put it there. They don't like this one. Put it over there. And he did right by you. So
for
sure, we give flowers to him.
Yes, absolutely. And then we asked for additional blocking for like curtain rods and for like toilet paper holders and
and TV mounts.
Yes, and he did all the extra blocking that we asked for.
It was just the pace.
Yeah, the pace.
We don't think he scheduled things very well.
It could have gone a little smoother.
That's all.
Yeah, but he's all around nice guy though. He was always just really friendly and really just a nice guy.
He was super friendly.
Just the
super
pacing
nice guy.
Stunk.
But after we signed for the house, we did the design center.
Yes.
So I think that went pretty well.
Well, so I put us on a very tight design center budget. Yeah. So I guess what happens now is like you don't want to outpace the price of your home, the estimated price of your home.
What you spend in the design center can't be above a certain percentage of your home and get worked into the financing. If you go over that percentage, you got to start paying cash.
Yeah, you got to write a check for
upgrades.
Exactly. So I had us on a really tight budget. So I had us on, a spreadsheet of, looking at every single thing I wanted, and I put money into specific areas and was in other areas that I knew that we could fix later. I let it go. So I didn't get everything on my dream list, but
we got up to that percentage where we got closer, where if we had kept doing upgrades, we would have had to pay out of pocket that day.
Right. Door handles. I just went with standard door handles. I would have preferred to have the levered door handles, but it's something I could do myself later on.
And we're going to have a lot of projects
yes.
in this Rickety Life channel of Nikki doing some woodworking and some customization to the home.
Yeah. So I literally brought in my computer, had my spreadsheet, and I was doing the math as we're going down, and I'm like, oh, we're getting close, and then after a while I was like, nope, no. Anytime she offered, no. So I got what our big ticket items that we wanted, and then
the largest cost was the floor, the main living floor.
Yes. Yeah. And I really like it. At first I was a little, it was what they had in
the model.
It was what they had in the model. And then I got a little nervous because I'm like, oh, is it too stripey? Is it, but now that we're in and we have the furniture in and I'm getting my carpets.
Yeah, area rugs.
The area rugs. I love it now. And it hides Winnie furs, which is great. It camouflages it a little bit.
Only when it gathers to a tumbleweed.
A dust bunny.
I have my little dust buster where I go, zoop, and I get it.
Yep.
But, so, yeah. The design center went well.
Yeah.
No complaints. That was not part of the survey, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
No, it's actually really easy just because I pretty much had everything picked out. I guess you get 3 or 4 hours in the design center, and we were able to do it in an hour because I knew exactly my vision.
She'd studied. She did her homework.
My Pinterest boards are crazy with all of okay, this is my my dream kitchen, or this is my whatever. Yeah. And I was able to.
Can we give access to your Pinterest? Can we do a link?
I probably could share it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
My Pinterest boards are crazy.
What we should say about the design center was the bathroom tile thing. They had one sample of the tile.
Yeah.
And they didn't show us what it looks like you can go on the computer and show you this is what the whole floor looks like.
Right.
They didn't do that.
No.
So that was the only little gripe with the design center.
Right.
And it was some frustration when it was going actually on the floor.
Oh, man.
It worked out in the end.
I was like, oh, this is awful. And now it's one of my favorites because it fit the vision because we got to pick and choose the tiles, which is great. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. There's probably 6 different designs within that tile box, and I wanted 3, Yeah. So it worked out well.
One of the tile pieces has a brown, kind of like a brown streak. The only piece, none of it is brown.
No, there's no other brown.
And we didn't want a brown streak in the bathroom floor.
And what? Exactly. And then it was just so random. And then there was one other one, I swear to God, it looked like an x-ray of a knee.
Yes, it did.
I'm like, great, I have knee x-rays.
I want that on the floor.
What the heck is that? You get this vision in your head and can't let it go. So anyway, silliness, but.
So anything else we want to say about the construction process? We love it. We're so happy. Right now we have everything we brought in to go into rooms is in. Uh-huh. Everything we brought in to go on the walls, and we've bought some stuff, is on the walls.
Can you show the one thing? It's not
I can show whatever you want.
Okay, I want to show the picture. I kind of have a thing.
I don't know. You want to show.
So how some people are just lucky in some areas. I kind of get lucky with the price of furniture and accessories.
And you're going to see some of that today in the back patio.
Yeah, I get kind of lucky in those aspects. So this one picture was a $900 picture that I got for $190. Yeah. So I'm and I love it, and it's huge and it's beautiful in this one hallway. So anyway.
We will show as we go through time of decorating and stuff.
Right.
Your little deals that you got.
Right.
So, but
I love telling deals. I love it. I'm like, I got this, $1,400 chair for $200.
We were only going to show you the studio. The studio is 99% done.
Yes.
And the back patio is 99% done.
Yes,
but we'll also show that picture. Okay, then the back patio is 97% done.
just want to get like a jute rug for out there.
But we will pause and show you the deal you got on the picture.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and switch over to the iPhone and show you what we've done so far with these 2 rooms and the picture. This is what the studio looked like before we did anything with it, before we moved in. And now what we've done, starting with before you enter this little area here, table, basket, plant, and some dogs. We call this the doggy corner. We have a golden retriever. That's the one up top there. Winnie's our golden retriever. We used to have a Cairn Terrier named Skittles. She has passed, but they did spend some time together. And now into the studio, Nikki added the star. I didn't put the star there. Nikki just thinks I'm a star. Right, Nikki?
No, I think it looks really cute there, honestly. Yeah. I just need a cord cover. Be perfect.
So let's just give you a little view of what we've done. We've added the shelves for the background of the video. I'll go into more detail in a minute. We're just going to give you a spin around. This is also Nikki's workshop. So we have a Yukon toolbox there with a glow forge. We're going to add links to some of the stuff. Whatever I can add links to that is in here, I will. The Roman shade we got on Amazon. I will leave a link to that. $75, Nikki?
About $68.
$68, super easy to put up. This is something that is not complete, but we've added the Jurassic Park posters. They need to be framed. That is part of the 1% that needs to be done in here for it to be complete, is framing those. And this is my little work area. The desk is a Vari. It's a sit down, stand up desk. It raises and lowers as you want it. All my equipment, Rode equipment for the audio, a Sony camera, the lighting. Again, I will, I've never done this before, but I will leave links to all my studio equipment in the description box. Let me just keep rotating around for you. Closet over there with Nikki's work supplies. And a picture of Marilyn on the wall. A viewer gave me this. It's one of those, depending on what you're looking at, it changes. But you know, I've got to have my work wife in here. Nikki, come on in and show us the shelves. Okay. The shelves themselves are from IKEA.
Yes. Yeah, they're just the Billy bookcase shelves. Caitlin and I kind of decorated them together, so it was a team effort.
This is the best the shelves have ever looked. I love it. I know when you use the camera for the videos, it makes a blurry background, but oh, it's so good, guys. A lot of Harry Potter, but a lot of this stuff is stuff that was given to me or built for me by you viewers.
Yes.
For example, like there's some Mike Dittenberg stuff right there.
Yeah, the greenhouse.
Yeah, my daughter Courtney with some paintings. And there's all my Dolphin stuff. That's me with the winningest football coach, NFL coach of all time, Don Shula. Not Belichick. Don Shula's all-time winning. So he signed some stuff for me. A Jurassic Park area.
Yeah, so what we try to do is put collections together as well. So, you know, that's your universal. Mm-hmm. In fact, that's when the girls were little. If you zoom in on that picture.
Yeah.
And then if you see Creature from the Black Lagoon is sitting in a movie chair.
Yeah. Movie
so
scene.
It all kind of goes,
yeah,
right?
like he's watching Jaws.
Yeah.
That's one of the little shark puppets like they have at Chez Alcatraz. And there's some of the ladies of Universal, Harry Potter stuff. Some of this stuff down here, right, was from Peter the Potter Collector.
Yeah, one of his
box things that he did. Mm-hmm. So this is the studio. I love it. I'm going to spin around Nikki.
Okay.
Give him one more view of the studio. Like I said, anything that I can find a link for, I will put in the description box in case you want to build your own YouTube studio or whatever. Want your own Roman shade that we used? It'll be in the description box. Now let's go to the next area we want to show you, which is this picture in the vlogger hallway. This is the vlogger suite, but Nikki, you found this, got a good deal at what, Haverty's?
Yes, I found it at Haverty's. We were just walking around looking at furniture one day, or just walking around, and it was 75% off. And it reminds me of the West Orange Trail. So like, that's like my, my Zen place, the place I go to for my walks. And it reminds me of that so much. And it fits the wall just absolutely beautifully. Should we tell them what quirky thing it covers?
Sure.
Okay, so there's a light switch on this wall.
Yeah.
But there's also a light switch
right there.
The exact same light on this wall.
We just covered that up. We don't need that.
No, we don't need 2 light switches for a tiny hallway, which is silly. So,
I'm gonna cheat and show them one more thing. What? This little area right here.
Oh, okay. Well, here, let me get this out of the way.
Oh goodness.
I gotta put my returns out of the way.
So yeah, we were returning some stuff that didn't work out. But what we have here, Nikki, is this piece here you got from Kirkland's.
Yes.
It came damaged. Because they couldn't just send us the door that was damaged, they sent us a whole new piece. We have 2 of these in the house, but this one is meant to go here.
But I was able to fix the door.
She actually fixed it herself.
I was actually, yeah.
So it's like buy one get one free at Kirkland's for this thing, basically, because it was broken. Now the other pieces here, Nikki, tell us about this chair.
So my grandpa embroidered. My dad has brothers and sisters, and each person got a big kind of Queen Anne chair, and this was the smallest one he made that he embroidered. He did all the embroidery for, and this is the only one left in existence.
Left in the family, huh?
Yes, from what I've been told. So yeah,
a good legacy item.
Yes.
So what you do is you kind of procure stuff on your own, but if you have those special things from your family, we have obviously brand new from Kirkland's.
Right.
Something her grandfather did. Tell us about this lamp, Nikki. It's gorgeous.
So I'm pretty sure it's a Waterford crystal lamp. It was my mom's. We have a family lamp that I had in my other house, but it doesn't fit in the other houses that we lived in.
Right.
So we switched lamps. So she gave me this one and took the other one that fit her house a little bit better. And so yeah, that's from my mom. And then this mirror has been around since before I was born.
Yeah, so that mirror is probably 50 years old or older.
Older.
Yeah.
Yes.
From San Jose, your San Jose home.
Yes, from California. Like I remember growing up loving this mirror. It was always behind my parents' couch. So I was like, I need to find a place where it sat in the rental in a closet forever until it finally made its debut here. And I think this is the best it's ever looked.
Yeah.
So
just, you can buy new stuff, obviously, and then if you can reuse things that mean something to you. Like the mirror, probably not worth a lot of money.
Who knows, yeah.
But it means something to you. So
it does. It really does. I love it. So.
Let's move on and show you the last area we're willing to show you today, which is the patio.
But wait.
Wait, what?
Before you stop,
Before I leave here?
I do have big plans for this area.
Yeah, it's not done.
No, I'm gonna be putting in
the chair rails and stuff.
Yeah, and board and batten. I might even be putting beams up on the ceiling. So this area is just
all future videos.
Yes, all things I will be doing in here.
Now, before we go out to the patio, I've got to put on my cowboy hat. We're going to head out to the back 40, known as Yellow Dog Ranch.
I'll get it for you.
Thank you. So this is 99% done.
The porch.
The back patio area. Nikki, you don't want me to catch you, so walk behind me. You don't want your whole body on camera.
No, I don't.
But there it is, a nice sized patio. Let's start with what's not done is my Blackstone. That's a future video of me building putting it together, seasoning it, and then cooking my first meal on it. That's the future video to come.
Yes.
So Nikki, you found this little cafe table at Palm Casual, right?
Yes, so Palm Casual is like really expensive stuff. I don't like buying things like at full price. I just don't. And they only have it once a year.
A garage sale.
A garage sale. And they just happen to have it. Like, it's usually like, I think right between Thanksgiving and Christmas is usually when they had it. And I walked by this and I was like, oh my gosh, this would be perfect in the back, like this little cafe table.
Yeah.
And it was like 65% off. So, and it's heavy duty stuff. Like,
in fact, let me move the chair because you were sitting out here in the shade watching Winnie sit in the shade.
Okay.
So let me put the chair back in the proper spot.
Okay.
So watch out for the camera, Nikki. She's like, you're not going to get my whole body, are you? So there, now this is better. So how much was this table normally?
I think it was like $2,400.
$2,400.
Yes, I got it.
What did you pay for it?
Like $1,000.
$1,000 for the table and the 4 chairs, and this is like sturdy. This is going to last.
It's heavy.
Forever.
Yeah, it's going to outlive us all.
Yeah. Oh, let's show them RJ.
Yes.
We have a story behind this. Again, get some things that mean something to you. This is just a little thing we got off of Amazon. I'll leave a link to it. But this is Ralphie Jr., RJ. Nick, you want to tell the story of how this came to be?
Again, on the West Orange Trail, which is my favorite spot to be, there's a nursery there. And there's this random...
In the back corner of the nursery that's kind of overgrown.
Yes, and it's tucked in next to some trees is...
a large...
rhinoceros.
White rhino.
Like, huge rhinoceros. And so we would always like ride our bikes by there, our e-bikes, and
we named it Ralphie.
We named it Ralphie because that's my grandpa's name is Ralph.
Yep.
So we called it,
Ralphie the Rhino.
Exactly. So then I was like, oh, when we move and I'm not gonna be able to go on the trail as much, I'm like, we need a rhino for the backyard. We need a rhino.
Yep.
So here's little RJ.
And it's a baby one, so it's RJ, Ralphie Jr.
No, I plan on doing some stuff in the backyard here.
We're still talking about the patio, though.
Okay.
This is stuff you get, again, at Palm Casual. I know the table you just got on sale.
Yes, that's like an $800 table that I got it for like $100.
Now, the other stuff, though, did you just buy or was it on sale? It was years ago that we bought the chairs and the couch.
I think I paid, I think I just bought the little porch couch kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I was able to pick up a couple of these at their garage sales, as
okay.
I go.
Oh, yeah, like some of the chairs you got at the garage sale.
Yes.
Yeah. So saving money at the Palm Casual garage sale. Now,
highly recommend. Do it.
If you're in the area.
Yes.
I don't know where they have more of those, but anyway. So she wants a rug for out here, and we're going to put something on this wall, right, Nikki?
Yes. So I have kind of a light scape that I'm doing.
Okay.
The way the puck lights kind of shoot up or down. Right. So, and I have them ordered. I'm a little nervous drilling into the
stucco.
Okay. But yeah, I have some really cool like lighting feature that I'm going to do here.
So the patio, like I said, 98% done. We love it out here. Love it. Can't wait to get the Blackstone together. This is what we call the back 40. Not 40 acres, but 40 yards. Actually, we call this the Yellow Dog Ranch. If I can have someone create how ranches have brands? Mm-hmm. I need a brand for the Yellow Dog Ranch here. Because Winnie likes to sit out here in the shade.
She does.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yellow Dog Ranch. Over this way, way back there, there's horses and donkeys. I heard the donkey this morning.
Yep.
Sometimes we hear the horses neighing.
Yep.
So our yard goes to like right there. And then
all the way
and then it's a community easement and then like a county easement that overgrown the overburden there, which we're going to claim. We're just going to put some pretty plants out there like plumbagos and stuff.
Yeah, and sunflowers. I'm going to plant some sunflowers.
And then the yard goes to way like right there in that corner. So the Yellow Dog Ranch with the patio 98% complete. Coming soon. That video of the Blackstone. And that's going to do it for this episode of My Rickety Life. Make sure you click that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, because we have a lot more rickety life to live.
I hope so.
We'll be showing you a lot of projects around here. So until next time, life is not always a thrill, but it is an adventure.